Our region's business is sponsored by PNC for the achiever in you.
Okay, tired of the same old vacation at the seashore or up in the mountains? Well, have we got the segment for you. Frontiers International Travel has been organizing sports and luxury travel for 45 years. And the company's based right here in our region. So what's hot when it comes to a once-in-a-lifetime, or hopefully more often than that, vacation? Mollie Fitzgerald is co-owner of Frontiers International Travel. Mike Fitzgerald is president of the company. And Suzie Fitzgerald is the company's founder. And welcome. Good to have you all here.
Thank you.
It's nice to be down.
Suzie, I'm going to actually start with you. And how did Frontiers International Travel come about in the first place?
Well, my husband was a dentist.
A dentist?
A dentist.
Okay.
And we were on a trip driving through the Blue Ridge Mountains, and the children were both asleep, and they were very small at the time. And I said, Mike, I just can't see you as a dentist the rest of your life. And seriously, we talked about what he would really like to do. And that was really the beginning.
Really? And then
Yeah.
he got into
And
organizing
the more we
these-
talked about it, the more excited we got with it and with the idea.
Is that crazy? You were one of the kids in the car when, when they had this
Apparently,
conversation?
we don't remember the conversation, but we were there.
I was going to say, but you saw this business develop there, I guess, once they took this plunge, huh?
We grew up with the business, and I mean, it was run out of our home, and it was actually a wonderful way to grow up. You know, having the opportunity to travel is a great education for youngsters, and at the same time, Mom and Dad had some just really interesting international people coming through the door literally weekly, and it was fun to get to know and meet people from so many different cultures, and you know, it was a great way to grow up.
It was all about sports, hunting and fishing in the beginning. Was that the whole idea?
Right. And then we started servicing the shooting and fishing clients for their luxury travel. And that's really how it happened.
So that just expanded over the years. So tell me a little bit, what kind of trips do you organize? Where do people go? What do they do?
Well, I heard something recently that there's really no such thing as a foreign country anymore. I mean, we've become so familiar with really all corners of the world, and everything from South America to Christmas Island to Southeast Asia to Australia. Certainly all parts of North America, Central America, Western Europe. I mean, Americans have a perpetual love affair with France and Italy. So there's really, we feel very well connected throughout the world.
There's clearly been an evolution, though, from what was essentially sort of shooting and fishing in the beginning to now adventure travel. How significant has that become?
It's been the fastest growing part of our business, really over the last, I'd say, 12 years. It evolved from, you know, people taking a sporting trip, whether it be, you know, fly fishing in Europe or shooting in South America, and they wanted to add some things onto the trip. They wanted to bring their non-fishing companion along, and, you know, could we go to Mendoza and taste wines for a few days after our fishing trip in Argentina, or can we, you know, spend a few days in Paris after our driven bird shoot in Spain? And we started doing more and more of it, and about that same time we also had the opportunity to invest in a photographic safari company in Africa, which really launched the photo safari part of our business.
Okay, so for those people who don't shoot, there are other options, right? They
Absolutely.
can go and take pictures of the animal.
Absolutely,
Wow.
absolutely, and it's just, we're doing more and more of it, and you know, several staff members, including Mollie, have been internationally recognized as some of the top specialists in the world, and it really has given us a lot of exposure on the luxury side of the business.
That's amazing. What, about 50 or so Pittsburghers who travel all around the world to check out these destinations and serve it? Well, that's a cool job.
It is a cool job. The reality is we spend a lot more time behind the desk than we do in the field.
Okay.
Some of my friends from college just think all I do is get paid to hunt and fish, and that's not the case. But it is a wonderful perk of the job and an opportunity to get out there and see some of the really special places around the world.
So Mollie, I wonder what's hot right now?
Iceland, I would say, is a really hot destination, although it's not hot in terms of the climate, but it's really become some place that people want to go to. I think Myanmar, which is formerly known as Burma, which was really closed for many years
Really? Yes.
because of economic sanctions, those have been lifted, and there is pent-up demand to go there, extraordinarily so. I think Western Europe is always been hot.
Especially for the sort of the luxury vacation market, I would
That's
think,
right.
Yeah.
And we have this lovely nonstop flight from Pittsburgh to Paris, so lots of Pittsburghers like to utilize that. At least.
So you are finding that. That's
Yes.
been a real, that's excellent. That's excellent to hear. Well, I wonder, Susie, your husband ever have any regrets about giving up the tooth business?
Not one, I can assure you.
Yeah.
And he really embraced it totally and was a great spokesman for the company, and I was always so proud of him.
So a tremendous achievement after 45 years. I wonder if people want to find out about one of these vacations. I assume you have a website. There's some way to get a hold of you?
Absolutely. Our website is frontierstravel.com, and you know, we're right in Wexford, and you know, we've got a very extensive website, and we also have a kind of a neat blog called frontiersinthefield.com, and that's all of our travels when we're out and our staff are out, kind of sending through little snippets of things that they're seeing and doing around the world. So
very fun. Frontiers in the Field. The company is called Frontiers International Travel, but yes, they are based right here in our region. Mike and Mollie Fitzgerald, Suzie Fitzgerald, thank you all so much. Appreciate it.
Thank
it's our
you.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll be back in a minute with a little dollars and cents. Stay with us.